1. Why market research matters. No matter your role. Here's a simple truth. You can't really serve your customer well unless you truly understand them. And that's exactly what market research helps you do. Now, don't picture a giant corporate team with endless budgets and fancy dashboards. Market research isn't just for big players. It's for everyone. Whether you're running a small shop, managing a department, or starting something new, it's your foundation for making smarter decisions. Think of it like this. Without research, you're driving with your headlights off. You're guessing. And when we guess, we often lean on assumptions, which can be risky. Market research flips the light switch on. It lets you ask, what do we really know about our customer? And then go and find out. Two main paths, primary and secondary research. All market research falls into two big buckets. First, primary research, where you gather the data yourself. This might be customer interviews, surveys, focus groups, or even just observing behavior in the real world. It's direct, it's specific, and it's often full of surprising insights. Second, secondary research. That's when you use data that already exists. Maybe an industry report, a competitor's website, a government database, or an online study. Here's the thing. You don't have to pick one or the other. The best research blends both. Secondary gives you the bigger picture. Primary gives you the personal touch. Together, you get both breadth and depth. 3. Understanding your objective before you begin. Here's a step a lot of professionals skip. Deciding what you actually want to learn before you dive in. Ask yourself, am I looking for a brand new opportunity? Do I want to figure out why sales have dipped? Am I comparing to customer groups to see which prefers what? Clarity saves you time and money. For example, if you want to know why people aren't renewing their subscription, you'd get richer answers from conversations than from a survey. But if you're sizing up a new market, secondary data is a great starting point. Bottom line, clear question, focused research, better insights. 4. Talking to customers. The power of qualitative research. Let's talk about one of the most underrated methods, simply talking to your customers. This is qualitative research. It's about open-ended questions, observations, even informal chats over coffee. You won't get percentages here, but you'll get context, the why behind the numbers. Instead of asking, would you recommend our product? Try, what frustrated you about using it? The answers might surprise you, and they often lead to your best improvement ideas. The great part? Qualitative research doesn't cost much. Just curiosity, a notepad, and a willingness to really listen. 5. Surveys and quantitative research. The numbers game. Now, let's flip to the other side, quantitative research. This is where you measure things. Surveys are the go-to method here. With tools like Google Forms or SurveyMonkey, you can quickly reach a lot of people. Then you can see patterns. How many prefer feature A over feature B? What's the average satisfaction score? But remember, a survey is only as good as its questions. Keep them short, unbiased, and easy to answer. And don't drown in numbers. Always connect the stats back to your decisions. Think of it this way. Qualitative gives you the why, quantitative gives you the how many. You need both for a full picture. 6. Don't forget the desk work, secondary research sources. Sometimes, the answers are already out there. That's where secondary research shines. Need market size estimates? Competitor benchmarks? Trend forecasts? Start here. Government databases like IndiaStat or census data. Industry reports from KPMG, McKinsey, or IBEF. Google Trends for search behavior. Competitor websites, reviews, and press releases. It's quick, often free, and it helps you see the bigger landscape. Sure, it may not answer every specific question, but it gives you valuable context before you spend time on primary research. 7. Competitive intelligence. Learning from the market. Here's another angle. Keep an eye on your competitors. Now, I don't mean copy them. I mean watch closely. What are they doing right? Where do customers complain? What's their tone of voice? You can use tools like SimilarWeb, SEMrush, or simply read reviews and social posts. Check how often they launch new products, what they charge, and how they present themselves. The goal? Position yourself not just to be different, but to be more relevant. 8. Turning research into insight. What to look for? Here's the tricky part. Collecting data is easy. Turning it into insight is harder. When you've done your surveys or interviews, don't just look for proof of what you already believed. Look for patterns that keep coming up. Surprises that don't fit your assumptions. Gaps between what people say and what they do. Phrases customers naturally use. Gold for marketing copy. A simple spreadsheet or sticky notes can help you sort and group ideas. Remember, data is raw material. Insight is the story that leads to action. 9. Avoiding common pitfalls. A few quick don'ts. Don't lead the customer with suggestive questions. Don't rely on friends and family for feedback. They're biased. Don't mistake one opinion for a trend. Don't keep researching forever. At some point, you need to act. Your goal is not perfection. It's reducing uncertainty enough to move forward confidently. 10. Make research a habit, not a one-time task. Finally, market research is not a one-off project. It's a habit. Customers change. Competitors change. Technology changes. The best professionals keep listening, keep watching, and keep asking questions. After every campaign or product launch, check in. What worked? What didn't? What's new in the market? If you make research part of your routine, your decisions won't just be smarter today. They'll keep improving over time.